All right, guys, this is Greg Lafferty, the Rocket Guy Real Estate Investment Network, and we're here to take a look at one of our upcoming rehab potential targets. So don't know if we're still going to buy this one or not. We're still in the early evaluation, and we're going to fill out this repair estimator. How do we take a structure like this and evaluate how much is it going to cost to rehab? Is it worth the price? How much should we pay? What's the market going to bear after repair value? So we're going to kind of take a look at that. Usually what I like to do is I like to start on the outside because the outside tells a lot of stories. And I just kind of start at the front of the house and I work my way around and looking at things kind of top to bottom. This particular property's got a lot of roof damage over the years, and when we get inside, I hear it's kind of hazardous. So we might have to suit up and kind of put on our personal protective equipment and all that kind of fun stuff. But right now we're just kind of looking at this outside structure, and you know, obviously it's a 1950s home, all brick, wonderful structure, kind of cool, and great little spot of town, love it. But just kind of looking up, you can see there's the roof is all shot. They actually had a blue tarp on it for a long time, and then has later covered it with this flappy kind of paper stuff, and that's not going to work out too well long term. We can't use that as a long-term roof. We just kind of look around. Obviously the shutters. The shutters are bad. We need to do something with the shutters. The brick looks really good. Little spot underneath that upper window with the stair step kind of cracking that's been pointed up over the years. We need to kind of look at that. And we'll look for any kind of signs of foundational damage, you know, those kind of things as we go around. But overall in great shape. And usually what I like to do when I'm walking around is I'm taking pictures and then I'm counting all the windows, because windows are very, very expensive. And so there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then a big old bay window on this side. And as I go through my little repair estimator, I'm marking that down and kind of taking a look at the survey of what we have going on. Oh my goodness, you should see these heating and air systems. Woo! I think that one's about as old as I am. I think whoever installed that probably dated my sister in high school. We're gonna have to do something with all this, and you can tell this was an aftermarket add-on. Like, this house probably didn't even have air conditioning in the early days, because they had to put that chase in kind of after the fact. And but yeah, there's no really even need to evaluate those HVACs. We're gonna do that now. That satellite dish with the gutter hanging on it, that's pretty a good feature. Everybody needs a little gutter hanging on top of your satellite dish. And of course, I'm not a big fan of satellite dishes anyway, so we'll kind of clean those up. And of course, then I take a look generally at my electrical panels. We have 2 panels here. Get the cobwebs out of here. Okay, and then I always make sure that when I look in that I check for any wasps, because they kind of hide in these things. And that's a 200 amp service, which is awesome. And I think we have 2 200 amp services in here. Yeah, so we should have plenty of power in this building. And no problems. This is good job, awesome. So we'll have the electrician kind of check it out and take a look at some things. I love the drop cord that there's been some vagrants that have occupied this building, and I think they were stealing. Somebody was kind of borrowing the power, because nothing like running a drop cord all the way up into the attic really says, hey, I'm stealing power for something. So don't know what they were doing in the attic, but anyway. Then, of course, all this vegetation and everything's got to go. This is not, and this big old tree, beautiful as it is all on top of the house. We've got rotten fascia and soffit we need to take care of. Wow, that's fantastic. That thing hadn't been painted in a minute. So we'll have to kind of get up there and really look at the integrity. We know some of those boards are coming off, so we'll probably just end up just peeling all that down and rebuilding all that would be my guess. So we'll have to kind of make a note of that. That's gonna be pricey. So, and of course, all this brick, you know, especially on the backside, these trees are shading it. So we've got a lot of shade and shadow on here, so you can see algae. And on this side, this sunroom's probably from like the 80s. And he and I went to high school together. So, and all that rotten damage up there, so probably what we'll do is come and just crash all this stuff down, take it all out, leave the garage intact, but take all that extra roof line on. Looking at the aerial photography, that wasn't all added on anyway, probably in like the 80s and 90s. And so we'll strip that all down. It's so rotten and nasty anyway. Clean all that up. So, whew. I was told this was kind of a hoarder house, so let's see. Let's see if we can take a little sneak peek and see what it might, indicators of what's going on inside. Let's see. We can get this garage door. Oh, yeah. Woo, baby. Oh. Oh, boy. Okay, let's close this door and forget this ever happened. All right, so we'll let somebody else deal with that. All right, that's not our problem right now. That's gonna be a lot of work. Oh yeah, there's some good rot up there. That's fantastic. Then we got a few windows over here. We got like 3 windows over here. Up underneath that window, again, you have some cracking going on that somebody's kind of caulked up and tried to repair. And we'll have to do a little bit more investigation and see if that's indication of a foundation issue or just general settling over time. We'll have somebody kind of look at that. And I don't know where that ladder, they intended to take that ladder, but that's kind of interesting. Of course, it's a wonderful, beautiful magnolia tree, but here again, you know, all this old vegetation's all over the house, and that's not gonna be good. The root structure and all that going towards the foundation, I mean, that is not good for the house. I think we should go inside. Now, I'm gonna put on my personal protective equipment because it's gonna be nasty inside. I can just feel it. No roof on the house basically for I don't know how long, so whew, might even be some mold, oh my goodness. So let's go inside, let's go check it out. All right guys, you can't do a good experiment without a good lab coat. So we're gonna put on our lab coat, our personal protective equipment here, and get ready to go inside. And never wanted to leave home without a good respirator. Let's interfere. Let's just interfere with all the microphones around here. And somewhere I put the key in my pocket, so we'll see what this looks like. How do I look, Mom? How do I look? Okay, looking good. Woo, boy. All right, here we go. Going in. Woo! I usually like to let the door swing all the way open. And then I usually like to call out like, hey people, I'm here. Oh, you people can leave now. Oh yeah, this is awesome. All right, what do you think? Let me check the air. Let me do an air check. If I pass out, the air's no good, okay? So let's check. Whew. Smells like money. Ha ha! Smells like money in here. Woo! Mmm. And waste product. Little mold, little waste product. Smells like money. Looks like somebody came in here and really did a number. I don't know if it's looters or what, but somebody did a number in here. We've got some bad damage. This is on the main floor, so there's still a second floor above us. So we've got a lot of water damage in here. We probably should start upstairs because that's probably where the most of the damage has occurred. So why don't we go upstairs and check it out? Oh my goodness, it stinks in here. Whoo! Oh my goodness. There's my friends say, my Lanta, it stinks in here. Oh, nothing like a little horsey. Okay, nothing like a little horsey in case you want to ride the carriage ride. There's trash all over the place. Oh wow. This is awesome. Massive, massive, massive water damage. Wow. This is fantastic. Well, ain't nothing that some money won't solve. So to figure it out, all the ceiling is basically laying on the floor. So all the plaster and everything from the ceiling is all over the floor here. So, and I'm sure this is all fairly hazardous type stuff. So, oh yeah, we got our work cut out for us here, baby. Look at that. That bathtub is now catching the ceiling. So that is fantastic. Whew. I don't think anybody will be sleeping on that bed anytime soon. Yes, it's awesome. This is going to be amazing when it's all done. Awesome, amazing. Awesome, amazing. There's an old stereo. I used to have one of those in the 80s. Oh, look. Hey look, a brand new pack of classic full cut briefs. Everybody needs some tidy whities. Okay, this is good stuff right there. So everybody needs some. Well, let's go over here. Woo! This is awesome. All right, so just from a cursory glance, I'm thinking like all this plaster and drywall upstairs needs to come out. Okay, all the insulation upstairs has got to come out. We might even have to, once we rip out these carpets, we might have to take the flooring out and go all the way from attic all the way down to the first floor. They're so telling us what kind of water damage is in here, all that. We'll have to get a mold remediation specialist in here, somebody that's familiar with how to handle lead-based paint, and there's probably even asbestos in here in places. So we'll have some hazardous material type stuff we need to deal with. So, which, hey, it's nothing but a thing. So nothing that a little bit of money won't cover, and you just have to buy it right. There's only 3 numbers in real estate we have to worry about: what you pay for something, what you put into it, what you sell it for. So we just have to make sure that the only number we control is what we buy the property for. So we just have to make sure that we buy it right. If we buy it right, we put in some contingencies on our repair list to make sure that we've got plenty of budget in there. We might find some uh-ohs, but hopefully we've got a good contingency budget. We'll be just fine. So trust me, we'll be fine. So, ooh boy. All right, now there is no way that I can get in there, but y'all need to look in there. Y'all need to look in there. It is slam jam full of stuff. We got to finish looking downstairs, but then I want to get out of here. Otherwise, I'm going to have to take a shower. Come on, I say quick. Woo, woo, woo. Back in the day, this was a fine home. I actually know the family who built this home, and this was an amazing home. So, used to overlook a country club and golf course and all that. So this is a beautiful home. And classic bathroom, right? Classic bathroom, classic 1950s tile work, pretty awesome. All that'll have to come out, but look at this. This used to be a pretty cool little study back in here, but now all this paneling will have to come out because it rained in here. So we'll have to go back to the studs, pull all this flooring out, you know, pull all the flooring out, pull all the paneling out. We'll have to really dissect this room and make sure that it's healthy for whoever's going to occupy this building later. So we'll just kind of gut it, go to studs, and then come back amazing. Amazing, it'll be beautiful. So I don't know that we'll come back with wood paneling, but we'll have to see. See if it's in the budget. If it's not in the budget, it ain't happening. Well, let's check out the kitchen. Woo! Oh yeah, this kitchen's ready for some fine cooking right now. This is awesome. I just like to cook in this kitchen. We have power on the house, that's awesome. See the little flashing lights on the dishwasher, so the power works. I'm not flipping on a light switch, okay? We're not gonna do that. I don't do that for places that are not my own because it might start a fire or something. But this whole thing, we'll gut it. We'll gut the whole thing, we'll rework the layout, make it real beautiful. This classic baby right here has cooked a many Thanksgiving dinners, I can guarantee you that. So we'll come up with something nice to go in for appliances and all that. But this could be a really neat spot. All right, so we finished our little survey around the outside and in the inside, and notice, wow, there's a lot of work to be done in here. There's a lot of work. But that's okay. That's okay. Everything's possible. So now what's next is we're going to compile our notes on the repair estimator. We're just kind of walk through things and then look at some of the comps. Now that I've seen the condition of the inside, I kind of have a vision for what it's going to look like when it's all done. Now I can better assess how it's going to sell on the open market when we're all done. And we'll go through and just tally it all up and see where we are. We actually have this one under contract with some assumptions. So we'll see how I did on my assumptions. And we might have to go back and renegotiate with the seller, or we might just say, hey man, peace out. We're not gonna be able to do this one and walk away. It's okay. It's better to walk away from the deal than to buy the wrong deal. So thanks for joining us here at the Rocket Guy Real Estate Investment Network. Yeah, this is real world real estate investing. This is what we do. So I'm glad that you could kind of join us, help us with this walkthrough, and we'll see how this deal pans out. Maybe we'll buy it, maybe we won't. If we do though, we'll share that experience with you on the network here. Have a great day.